I think it's one of the lyrics in the song, yeah.
Oh, then I guess I just forgot the other lyric.
My fists were fast. I think it was something like that. It was like, my fists were fast.
Oh yeah, my fists were fast as lightning. Yeah.
Hey, Luis, what was that song called?
Which one?
The Compo Band one?
No, the one we were just listening to.
Time Moves Slow. It's a great song.
Alright, bro, you don't need to say that. You can just listen to it.
But it's really good. It's a very good album.
Well, then just listen to it. That's experiencing it.
I did.
Fuck off.
It's good though.
Okay, dude, we got it.
I'm gonna talk a little bit like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a moment, I actually thought he was actually pausing.
Talking like a robot, the way he does. You know who you remind me of? Slightly, but not like to an extreme. You remind me of a certain character.
Mr.
And
Tiny.
it's
What character?
It's Sheldon Cooper.
Dude.
You're close to, when I think of you or like hear you talking or see you move or whatever, you remind me of Sheldon Cooper, but not as like an exact embodiment, you know, just like little aspects of him. But he's a character that I think you know what I mean?
You might know.
I can't come up with the word.
Similar vibes.
Yeah,
Similar. Like that.
There's a lot of things between you two that are very similar, and I mean, sometimes it's like the same exact thing that he would do, or sometimes it's a little bit off. But I feel like at the same time you're learning.
You probably
Just like he
watched
did.
the show and you probably studied his mannerisms, and as you are a fan of the show and he's your favorite character, of course, and you probably copy him. Exactly. That's exactly right. I assume, right? It's right. So
Yeah, man, because you both don't pick up on sarcasm a lot.
really.
For real,
Exactly. And he always questions things like he does.
bro? Dude, oh my god.
He always was logic.
Like,
Like,
I
if
think that must
I
have been part of
came
it,
into
yeah.
the room and I was a horse and a priest walked into a bar and you're like, why is the horse walking into the bar? You think that much into
I get
things.
it. I understand.
You understand?
I do.
You get
Yeah, I do.
good.
I'm just trying to like riff. I usually don't mean that seriously. I know it's a dumb question, but
So why don't you ask why?
Yeah, but you don't put like any emotion into it, like to give us that. You know, it doesn't assure us that you're joking around or whatever, messing around. You're just. It feels like it's you. It feels like you're for real. Like
basically
you're being serious.
basically is you, because that's how you act, right? Like Sheldon Cooper, exactly, because you've copied his mannerisms.
Yeah, you remember?
Why do you do that, by the way?
Yeah, man.
Say something. Defend yourself.
Bazinga.
I told you guys.
Same thing. It's the same.
In the
exact
flesh, it's Sheldon Cooper.
thing. With long hair
The Wish version.
and a lot smaller.
He is very tall, isn't he?
Yeah, man.
Tall and cute guy.
He's tall. He towers everybody in the show.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's one of his defining.
That's my Sheldon. He goes like, hello.
Him and who is the other character?
Leonard.
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 There's other
Him and
characters. There's not just one other character.
Every comedic duo of two guys. Have you seen this? Is just like a banana-shaped man and an orange-shaped man.
What do you mean, bro?
Fat skinny one.
I don't.
Like
Never.
it all stems from Bert and Ernie.
Dude, wait. Oh my god.
This guy. Rubber ducky.
That's what Ernie says. He goes, rubber ducky.
Oh.
So it all comes from Bert and Ernie, the banana-shaped man and the orange-shaped man.
Really? You think that did it first?
He has a very racist. He's
No.
describing in his colors.
No, but like it's a perfect coincidence.
They're more
Yeah,
than just
I guess
a
so.
orange and a banana.
The basic, like, Mario,
Brother.
Luigi.
Did you know they were gay?
Is that canon? Is
You
that
guys want to see a magic trick?
No,
Who?
it's not. No,
Bert
it's
and
not.
Ernie, man.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, I think
It's
yeah.
like
I think I remember that.
Is it like an implied thing? And
It's an
not,
implied thing,
yeah.
but they
Oh,
confirmed
to
it
be
recently
like
in the years,
you
within
know,
a year or two.
because
It's so
it was
cool. I love
a
Sesame Street
very
so
like
much.
good show for the time, like teaching kids stuff. So that was probably one of the things they tried to like.
Ooh, bad
they
thing,
they
don't
can't
do.
they can't really like talk
They
about
tried to like ban
that
it. I'm like,
So they just like did it like subtly, like implying.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so that's great that it burned. I love that. Yeah, that's so good. I watched a video of like Big Bird taking a lie detector test, and like the
Big Bird.
yeah, Big Bird, you know,
What
from
is
Sesame
Big
Street.
Bird, you
Some-
asshole.
I know.
We have
I
a
said
friend.
I said Big Bird. Oh,
Luis,
wait, hold on,
who's
wait.
Big Bird?
Jonathan looked at you and tried to confirm it with you. That you said Big Bird, and you said yes, Big Bird.
Yes,
And he was being sarcastic.
I was being sarcastic.
You were
Okay.
the one who
Okay.
didn't pick up on it this time.
Okay.
But you can't really tell though.
Ooh, okay. But Luis, don't say Big Bird and stuff like that, because that's wrong. His name is Big Bird.
Do you have a friend
With a
named
D.
Bird?
No, we have a friend named Jesus, but we call him Big Bird. He used to have this yellow shirt in junior high, right? Yeah. And he would wear it all the time, like twice a week, 3 times a week sometimes. And man, one day sophomore year, he came and he brought the shirt back, and it was real small on him. But he's just built like Big Bird, you know. He's tall. He's,
Damn,
you know,
perfect.
it fit. It was just a nickname we gave him at the time.
A nickname that stuck.
So my friends call me Fat Dude.
Really? Fuck them.
Nah, I'm just joking.
They suck, bro.
It's more like Fat Fuck. Nah.
Okay, that's kind of better.
I remember when I first realized I was
like
fat.
that.
I was walking with you to our friend's house, and we're walking. You said it like you looked at me and goes,
How old are you?
"Hey, bro, you got fat." Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh my
I remember.
god.
It was right after graduation.
Oh man, cause like we were hanging out for a while at some point, and like I'd see him every day, and after a while I just stopped seeing him all the time. And we hung out one time, and we went to our other friend's house, walking, and I just like couldn't get out of my mind that holy shit, I haven't seen this guy in like 2 months. He looks a lot bigger than what he was when I left him.
I know, when he said that,
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
fuck, I did. I let myself go, and that's when I started looking at pictures that I used to look back then, and I'm like,
man.
dude, what happened?
Who the fuck is that?
Back when I still look at myself like that, like, damn. Remember listening to my old
I've
high school
gained a
teachers?
fair amount of weight though. Since then, I've gained a lot of weight. I think I
It's a
started
dead
my
weight.
freshman year at like 125, somewhere around there, 123. I think my lowest was. And
That's how much I weigh
yeah,
right now.
I went up to 225, anywhere between 225, 250. I don't remember exactly where, but I just remember thinking like,
I'm 240,
Fuck, I
bro.
need a-
248.
I'm 5'4" and I need to get rid of this shit because it's not healthy. You get real heavy and it gets hard to do things, you know.
Yeah.
You're gonna look like Bling Bling trying to tie his shoe.
Bling bling.
You know who he is?
Yeah, Johnny Test.
Yeah.
That was a good reference. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Because there was a point in time where I was
Wow.
fighting all the time, so I had to stay in shape. So I was there. I was in between 147 and like I want to say 73, 74, and that's where I kept it for like 4 or 5 years. But then after I stopped fighting, and I just stopped caring about a lot of things. I let my body go, and I hit that 225. I know definitely 225. I know I went over it for sure because I just remember thinking, nah, that's not cool. I don't like what I'm seeing.
You know, it's weird about looking back on old pictures that it's like the same person, but it's not. But it is. It's
all
so
the
weird.
all the cells in that body in the picture you're looking at are completely different than the
Yeah.
ones right now.
And it's
Yeah.
like,
It's
I
crazy
remember
how your
that
body
day.
forms.
My brain is still like the same, but it's slightly changed.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
I used to be the tiniest and
Dude.
skinniest out of all my family.
I seen
Really?
the picture you posted today of you and your brother.
I was shorter than him already.
Dude, you were hella skinny.
And yes,
like
I was.
Luis and Jonathan skinny.
No, dude, I've been skinnier than them before.
True.
But
and like it's so weird to see him
You've
because
seen
like
our pictures. Oh
man,
I mean, not skinnier. I'm sorry. I wasn't never that skinny. but I've been pretty skinny.
God damn, that makes me want to talk about a lot of things.
My brother's really skinny.
yeah,
Yeah.
He eats way more than I do.
yeah.
So it's just a metabolism thing.
Yeah, but
His body
like,
burns it up fast.
But a fast metabolism isn't always a good thing because it's not helping him actually recuperate things.
Oh,
He's
okay.
he's gaining more. What's it called? He's not gaining enough strength to.
Yeah,
for
back
metabolism to
it
take-
up and
exactly. So a lot of strong stuff that would hit him, it would go. His fast metabolism would overcome the medicine that's given to him. You know what I mean? So
He's also diabetic.
exactly,
So
that's exactly what happened.
you have to be careful.
And he's very skinny.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know at all about how that works. Diabetes.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about it, but I don't know how it works.
I don't know. I just remember. I don't really know anything about it. The only the closest I came in contact with anybody with it was my 7th grade English teacher. You remember Mr. Hupp? Mr. Hupp, Hupp. No. Well, he did drama and English, but I had him for English, and he would tell us about how he used to be really big, like around 300 pounds, maybe. I think he almost touched 300 pounds, and he would show us pictures of himself, and man,
Oh, and like and
compared to how he looked at
Yeah.
the time, he looked okay. Let me give you a picture, like spot on reference. He's the human man, the main man in Rio, the one with the blue bird. Like if you look at
Wait.
him and look at the character from Rio, spot on.
Wait, which guy?
Who are you talking about?
Which character from
The
Rio?
guy that's
The
really
main
obsessed
guy.
about birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The skinny guy.
Yeah, the main
Okay,
guy.
sorry.
The one that goes
That makes-
fucking
yeah.
talking like a macaw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The weird bird
that
obsessed.
guy. It's exactly
Yeah.
like that.
The bird obsessed
I
guy
pulled up a picture of Tulio Montillo
from Rio.
from Brazil.
Yeah.
Rio. That's the name of the
I
movie.
know.
Not
The
from,
movie takes place.
character-
Okay,
the
man. The
character
character
is
right?
from Brazil.
Yes.
But
Nobody
the
needs
movie
to know
Rio.
We both said it. It's fine.
Okay.
And it's played by Jesse Eisenberg.
Wait, what?
that. Yeah, man.
You don't remember that?
No, I remember having a completely different voice.
It's just
You know,
Jesse Eisenberg.
I think he did show up as that character for Halloween.
Who?
Did he?
I think so.
Your friend?
No, not my friend. That was my teacher.
Oh, I mean your teacher?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot
That's
we
a
were talking about
weird
teacher.
character to dress up as.
I was thinking
Very
about
unique.
who were we talking about now?
Yeah. No, it was my 7th grade English teacher. We used to piss him off, man. He used to walk out of the class. I mean, not necessarily me. I didn't really do anything. It was just everybody around me. We had those kids in that class.
I kind of want to watch the movie Rio.
It was a good movie.
Let's watch
I
it
owned
right
it
now.
on CD before.
Yeah. I remember
Until I
seeing
lost it. I don't know where it's at no more.
Oh, that
You
was
get to find that ASAP.
Find
It looks
what?
like a rapper.
The Rio DVD. We have to watch it on Blu-ray
It looks like a rapper
Why
or
the
a...
DVD?
because there's no other way to
You know what I
watch.
mean?
That's
He
the
looks,
best
he
way
looks
to
like,
watch.
he looks like an artist I know.
Oh, that guy looks like a rapper or something. Or, wait,
Yeah, bro.
he does. The bad guy from Rio. He looks like a modern day rapper,
It
dude.
really is.
Oh, that's funny.
Dude, that has Bad Bunny without the glasses.
That is how they be looking nowadays.
For
Not Bad Bunny. I forgot who it is. But
Like mean dude, like mean faces and
yeah,
stuff.
he looks like he'd be from like that's just like you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of style of people that sing that kind of stuff.
You're right.
This is you, Jonathan. This is me. And this is Andrew and Alex mixed together.
Bro, I saw you
How?
guys are assholes about that by the way. You guys look you look hella fat in the drawing.
Wait, you told me, dude.
I know, but not that fat. Like, you don't be chubby,
you were saying-
but like a lot of
Bro, we were like
Sorry.
really telling you, like,
That made me
bro,
look like Peter
are you
Griffin.
sure, bro? You like that?
I like making us look funny, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Except
Yeah,
if you
I
meant
really
it,
know how to
okay.
draw
Oh,
Alex, then.
oh, you meant it like
I just
that.
drew a character, like a cartoon version. I don't know.
Okay. And I see what you mean. I thought you should
The
saw me
drawing?
that
Okay,
fat.
okay.
So I was like, damn. I was like, okay. I don't think I'm that fat. You know, that's what I thought. I was like, damn.
Look like a baby walrus.
That's what he told me. He goes, you need to be a little chunkier. We're supposed to be a little chunkier, you know? I was like,
I'm sorry,
so it's
dude.
cartoon.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I drew you in a way that seemed unfit. I apologize.
No, you're fine. I knew as long as I didn't know it was like you did it to make it look funny. I thought you did it because you're like, damn, he's that fat. You know, I'm drawing him like that. You know?
This guy.
I was like, damn, bro, why is that Peter Griffin fat? I was telling him that it looked like Peter Griffin without the bald tip.
we have guest star Peter Griffin. Say hello, Peter. Yeah, what's up, guys? Peter Griffin.
Oh man.
Get the fuck out of here, Peter. Get out of here. It freaking stinks. Shut up, Peter. I hate that guy. What
Gets me every time. Oh my god.
Okay, what were we talking about?
I don't remember.
We're talking about the drawing.
Oh yeah.
What drawing?
No, the drawing he did. It's because I thought he did it.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no,
'cause
I
remember
love that drawing. That's a great drawing.
Well, no, I love the art though. I love it.
You,
But
you
I
are
was like,
hilarious.
damn, I know that's what I'm saying.
It's fucking great. I love.
I don't know what I think when I draw. I just draw, like, honestly.
Dude, when you draw, it's crazy, dude. It feels like, okay, like when I think of drawings in my head, like the way I'm gonna draw something out, it's the exact same way you draw though. And like when I try to do it, I can't do it for shit. I just can't do it. You know, I can do certain things if I take my time, or like if I'm up all night or whatever and I'm focused on one thing, just one thing and that thing only, then I could totally do whatever I wanted to do. But like I can't do it off the top of my head like you. Like I've seen doodles on the edges of your like papers, or like on sticky notes on your wall.
It's just like,
dude, whatever. Like
it's so intimidating.
it
pours
the
out.
art for the zombies that were doing that one
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Dude, he did this zombie look so cool with the mouth all open. I was like, dude, that's exactly what I
Oh, it
was
was
thinking.
detached. Yeah.
Yeah. That
looked
shit was
really
crazy.
Yeah.
Man,
I
you were
wish
very
we had
detailed.
like a reference, like a picture we could put in the video.
I mean, if you want, I can just like make.
I mean, we
I
could.
post it on
but-
my Instagram.
Oh, you did?
sometimes. I post sometimes on my art on Instagram.
But did you post the zombie?
No. That was on some notebook. I don't even remember where it is.
Man, I don't know. I would really love to take a look at that right now. It was really good. It was really
It's probably
good.
all faded.
Yeah. Now it's been like a year maybe. No, but it's good. It was. I like the way you depict things. You know, when you're drawing,
Oh,
I
I
like
can-
the detail.
Not
you
even
go
a year.
into.
All I can say is that, like, I don't know. Like, my brain has learned how to work that way, I guess, and I can't do other things, but I can at least do that. That's the one thing I can do reliably sometimes.
Yeah.
Is that, like, that's all I try to do is like draw what I'm seeing or what I imagine, I guess, and sometimes it looks pretty good.
You know what I do like though?
Yeah.
The way that you draw. I like the way you do your hands. Sometimes
it's hard,
when you-
dude. It's hard.
Yeah,
you have to
sometimes when
think
you-
of it
when
in the
you-
position that it is.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like
no,
so
no.
many different positions.
But when you do it, it looks as if like, you know, it has a movement to it. When you draw it, it doesn't feel like it's just on paper. It feels like his hand is kind of like going in a direction, or like doing, if it's holding something, it feels like almost as if some of the fingers are getting ready to grip it or to like squeeze or whatever. You know, it doesn't look like the hand is just there. It looks like it's doing something, and I thought
Yeah.
that was always a good thing about the way you drew things. You know, it always felt like there was some oomph to it. You know, I can't think of the word right now.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good description.
Yeah, even the drawing you did with the two guys in the campfire, you know, that part was, oh man, like,
Yeah.
even
I
like
was
the
just trying
leg
to-
extended a little bit more just because of the way you were
Yeah.
viewing it, you know.
You really set the tone.
I just tried to think of just like, all right, I need to start learning how to draw people in a room or like in a space, like how to like the angle and stuff. It's hard.
Yeah,
So I'm practicing.
but it looks good, man. It looks
Thank you,
good.
man.
It's really good.
It's really good to hear that because all I hope is that it makes people like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope that people like it.
Yeah, man. I don't think anybody's had anything bad to say. At least that I've heard. You know, it's always been good things.
Honestly, yeah, you draw really good, bro.
Bro, if anybody ever says my shit is bad, I'd be like, you're so wrong. I'm so
Like you that
I don't
way.
need you. My cousins believe
Yeah.
in me.
I don't have to learn anything.
You're wrong. I'm right.
Yeah, but just usually that's been my I don't know, like I feel like a lot of people would do that, like doodle in school rather than paying attention or something. but it's always just been like that go-to, like, oh yeah, I can draw something. That's awesome. Like I can just draw something.
Oh yeah, even if you're like drawing a character that already exists, you know, you add your own like
your own
style to it.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because you never, okay, I don't want to sound like mean or anything when I say it, but like, you never make it serious. You always make it either like it looks like they're either terrified or it looks like they're going crazy,
Dude.
or it looks like their body in a sense is kind of melting, you know.
I don't know how else to like
droopy, you know, bones.
sometimes like I don't know how else I want to like draw someone, so I just try and do like the most like
terrifying.
morphed thing I could like what if they just look fucked up and like, scary and like you can see the wrinkles on their
Deformed.
face.
Dude,
It's like,
you have talent for that though. I can't put what I
Yeah.
imagine.
all I
to
know
the
is
paper.
just like certain
For me-
like, the structures of the face I can copy it.
Don't get me wrong. I could draw, but from the way I draw, I take references from other people
Yeah.
and make my own arts of it. But I can't just like take what I'm thinking and be like, all right.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't always work out either, and
for
it takes
me-
practice.
For me, I've always been good at picking one thing.
You're
and
very good
working.
at geometry.
Yeah, man, I love shapes, and patterns, and stuff like that. I get it down to the bone sometimes, even on like regular college roll paper. You know, I'll do like little cubes, or like I'll do straight lines. Like it has to be perfect, because if it's not, then it just looks off.
Yeah.
You know, I like
Yeah.
things that have. You know how like in Doctor Strange, where everything kind of just like unfolds.
Yeah.
Or, like okay, I
And
like
it's
things
very,
like that. It just.
Perfectly
Yeah.
symmetrical.
Yeah, you know, I don't know what it is about it. I just it
OCD?
draws me to it. You know,
LCD.
It looks right.
LCD.
I said OCD.
Oh, I heard LCD. I was like, what?
Did I say LCD? I probably
I
said
think,
LCD.
I think you said LCD.
Bro.
Who was the one you told me a story about before? I don't know who it was, but you're telling me about someone who was in school showing a presentation about a grasshopper in the meaning of life.
Oh, it was Luis.
Oh, yeah,
what?
yeah.
What? The cricket or the grasshopper?
grasshopper
Your
school
presentation in
story.
high school.
That was pretty cool.
The one
Yeah.
that you put on YouTube.
Why? Will you just remember that, Andrew? That you.
Yeah,
but
'cause
I don't know you told me who it was. But it was a
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
It was Luis. So it was his
he
presentation.
happens to be sitting at this table. What are you doing?
I just wanted to see like if I still had it on my phone. I don't have it.
Wasn't it like a YouTube video?
Yeah, no, but it's on
It
a
was-
different account.
Yeah, it was,
Oh, right.
Luis,
Yeah. That was funny. You killed it. You killed the I ruined.
okay, but like
I
explain
ruined it. I
explain
ruined
your
the story.
project.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you want me to
Yeah,
explain?
yeah.
Well, what I did was we had to do a presentation. This was I was in high school in senior year, and then we had to do a final presentation, and so we had to like pick a topic and then write an essay about it. But also you need to like go up to the class and like do something like
Yeah.
a presentation of some kind, maybe, and like
A little bit of pizzazz.
Yes, do something. And so I had like I was like it's just school, and you know I take my Adderall and like I do the homework, and then like when it comes to the tests, like sometimes like I'm just like I better remember it right, and then sometimes the teachers will do like do a thing, do a demonstration, do a presentation with your friends, do what's it called?
I always kind of
Slide-
hated those. Dude.
Yeah, I know.
I,
like
I never knew what to do.
Yes, exactly. I felt exactly the same whenever like we had to do those. I was like, I don't feel like I'd be good at like making stuff like how to present the things, how to make the things. But then this was senior year, and like one of my last things I'll work on in high school ever. And so then like something just like came to me, and I figured out my topic was gonna be nihilism. And then
Dude, what other than fucking high school like senior?
oh my god, it was perfect. And then I had the brilliant idea of like, wait, I think I can get like a grasshopper, like a bug, like a grasshopper,
You know, something
like a
nobody
pet-
cares about,
at-
really.
Exactly at PetSmart, and then
At
just
that time.
and then just
in the future there will be grasshopper raids.
I had the idea of like making the class, like showing the grasshopper to the class and making the class name the grasshopper. So we did this whole like game where like we shouted out names, and so I wrote out every stupid name that they could, every funny name.
Oh man, weren't they like saying Shrek a lot?
Yeah, stuff like
they were
that.
saying
So like,
Shrek
all right, and so once
there's like 60.
and once we had like a good amount of names.
Getting them like invested and stuff.
Yeah, okay, so like it's like okay, we're gonna do the first names, and then so give me some names, and they'll shout out all the dumb, funny, random names, and then I write them all down, and then we vote on like which one to use, which one's the best one, and that's the first name, and then we do it again for the middle name, and we did it again for
just to make up some sort of like game.
Yes, for the last game, and so I already forgot what the grasshopper was called. It was Shrek.
Some bad name.
Shrek was in the title, but by the way, when they were deciding the name, I was passing the cricket down. Like everyone was like passing it so they could see it. And so then I was like,
good classic
so
school. Good
and so
classic
like yes,
school
exactly.
learning.
And so we've named it. It's something Shrek something, and the whole class is attached now to this grasshopper because they've seen it and they've named it now. They've all been a part of something, a community, and then I'm all like
participation.
I put it on the table and I fucking slammed it. Just killed him. I killed the grasshopper to the shock of the entire class. And then like I read out. I did like a presentation, like a speech on nihilism.
Wow, that's fucking so effective, dude.
Dude, you took action.
That's really well done.
It was crazy, man. I definitely would have thought you might have gotten in trouble for that.
That's just
I forgot to mention
a brilliant presentation.
I had this idea. I'm like, no way. Like this, like I'd bring in like an insect into the class. I can't do this. But then I thought, like, you know what?
That would be way worse.
No. Exactly. Mice are like mammals, and you can't.
That would be fucked up if you did a mice. There's blood everywhere.
No, nobody gives a shit about insects. Insects. And so
you can eat them. You can toss them in your mouth. Nobody will care.
you can just stick them in the blender. Just fucking chip them into paste. Nobody cares. Peter don't care about no insects.
Peter.
But listen, before all that, I had the idea. I'll just try it. I'll like ask my teacher, hey, like I have this idea, and then I pitched the idea, and she's like, that's a great idea. Like she's like the the English teacher that like likes to engage with the students.
Yeah.
Like a really very good teacher, and she was like, I think that's like you thought of something very creative. You had good job. I was like,
oh, it's okay to do this.
And then like I was completely motivated to like do the presentation. I was like, okay, I gotta have like Joe or James like drive me to PetSmart at some point so I can like buy 2 crickets, and like I'll even do this with like my own money that I have. And so and I have the 2 crickets, and like I read out my like essay that we have to write like an essay for the thing. We still have to write an essay, but like but also like I have to like write like a speech for the presentation, and I just had it all came together, and I was very excited to do it, and I did it, and it's all on video.
It's somewhere on YouTube.
At least you did that in high school. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the way you finished off the presentation though. I like the concluding speech that you had. It was good. It kind of was heartfelt at the moment. Because everybody was kind of like, exactly. What just happened?
Yeah,
and then he just started talking
a resolution,
and nobody cares.
He was like one of those
die, and like it won't matter.
He was like one of those cigarette don't smokes.
Yeah,
those commercials that were like, oh, there's kids out having fun. They smoke a cigarette. Now they're dead. So what happens? This is what happened.
Yeah, man, there it is.
There's the video.
There's a video.
You look basically the same.
I look basically the same. That's me.
Well, because like he didn't start letting his hair grow out till like I think
this year, maybe probably.
No, I think freshman year you started letting your hair grow out, like letting it get longer.
No, during high school, I like all my brothers and like my forefathers before me.
Yes.
I grew my hair out into like a bowl haircut and like got a teensy bit emo and like put it over your.
Put it over. I feel like doing my hair today. I'm just gonna push it to the side.
Just put it on my put it over my eyes. I can't see. I can't see.
I always have to flip my hair, but that's okay. I'll just deal with it. It's whatever.
I used to have long hair too.
But then, unlike my forefathers, I had the idea to put it backwards.
Yeah.
Take all that hair you're letting grow and just push it back like a go before,
back.
go behind. And I did that.
Slicking it
And now
back. Yeah.
and now I still have long hair.
Yeah, I currently have like, I mean, it's long. for me.
Medium.
It's the longest I've had it. You know, like when I'm around the house,
Yeah?
I'll put it up in like a ponytail or like a bun. Not like a ponytail. I let it sag a little bit.
Yeah.
Bitch, you look good in that bun.
But yeah, man, come on. It's just like
Because
right now.
all
It's now that summer's coming around. I think I might cut it. Like during winter, I didn't really care. You know, it kept my head warm. I didn't have to wear
True.
a hat as much or a beanie. You know, nowadays it's just it's
Yeah,
there.
I do remember like when I was very young, like you'd have after the buzz cut, you'd let your hair grow out, and then
Yeah.
like you're like it's starting to get hot, and like it's really getting up, and once you get it buzz cut again, you're like, wow,
Dude.
I'm just gonna like rub my
I
whole
think-
head.
Yeah,
I think the last time I got like a legit buzz cut, I cried because I didn't know I was getting a buzz cut.
Man, I
they were
remember
speaking.
that.
There, I was at the like I wasn't very good at Spanish like at all, and I was trying like we were not communicating, and I thought they knew what I wanted.
Man.
And then I didn't see the clipper, and then I saw like how much they cut off, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna have to go to school with the bust head. And I was fucking crying, dude. It was like I was
man.
devastated.
That's so sad.
It sucked, man. And it was like 6th grade. It was so
Dude,
fucking sad.
I didn't get to start choosing my own haircuts till high school.
Yeah.
I had a buzz cut all the way through junior high till high school,
Yeah, that's crazy.
and I try to stretch it as long as possible. Like,
Dude,
I
I
try to like do my
yeah.
hair sometimes, or like like make people know that I kind of care about my hair, so that my mom wouldn't force me to go get a haircut. But man, when she
Yeah.
took me, it was always the same thing.
That's true.
A 3 or a 2 on top and a 1 or a 0 on
Dude.
the sides, and I hated it.
I had long hair in 7th
Couldn't
grade
get it.
even. Like my hair was long in 7th grade.
Mine wasn't.
Or-
I didn't. My
yeah.
hair didn't get long up until I think my junior year. I let it start touching my eyebrows, or
Yeah.
it started to hang down a little bit, and I put on my hat, and my hair in the back would curl up. You know.
Yeah, it started to do that like
Yeah.
fairly
The
like,
last time I had
naturally.
my hair long was to my shoulders, and the reason I cut it is I went to Mexico with my brother.
Dude, that's why I cut my hair too.
Me and my brother we both have long hair, right? And we're walking downtown in the city of San Luis,
Yeah.
and freaking
I went
there's
to
a guy in a
lab together.
there's a guy in the truck. These guys in the truck, and they're passing right behind us, and then one goes. And he passes by us and goes, oh shit, they're dudes.
Oh man.
And ever since, like, really, literally right after we looked at our mom, we're like, we need a haircut. and ever
getting-
since then, we don't want
yeah.
our hair long.
I don't know, man. I don't like if I get a haircut this time. I don't know what I'll do. The last time I got a haircut, I cut it down real short. I got cause like the last 5-6 years maybe, I've been just getting a trim. You know, cleaning it up so my hair's not hanging. It's not getting my ears, my face. You know. But this
think
last
that's the
time I
way
got a
to go.
haircut, I got like a 4 on the top and like a 2 on the sides, but like fade almost. And man, it was a lot shorter than what it is now. And Jesus, man.
It was because your hair very short when you guys do buzz cuts or any kind of cuts.
Yeah, well, when
For
we were
me-
younger, yeah.
Oh yeah, when I was younger, I didn't go to the barbershop. Mom was mean. She was cheap. And she was like,
Yeah,
no, we got a machine at home.
Dude, I always hated that. I always hated when like parents would try to like go around something, especially with the haircuts. Because like my dad, he's like, if I can do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But his idea of doing it is, I'm gonna do it, and if you don't like it, I still did it. You know, and he was giving me a haircut and clipped my ear.
Dude, exactly.
Next time I got a
Oh
haircut
my
from
God.
someone that I didn't pay, they cut both my ears. One ear they cut it twice, and then I don't know what they were doing on the back, but they had cut the back of my neck like a slice, like almost
What?
as if they were using the straight razor,
Damn.
but they weren't. And they just they
they're
nicked
probably
me, and
they're
it was-
probably
it
just
was
cutting it and they got
Oh,
mad.
they're going like
I
that.
started
Bleeding a
fuck
little
this,
bit, yeah.
fuck this guy and fucking cut you. Like, you know what, I'm mad today. I'm gonna cut
no
this
tip.
For real.
guy. Dude, imagine people
Taste
were that
rainbow.
crazy.
No, just kidding.
Take this.
It's crazy. Having long hair back then was a sign of disrespect. You
Really?
guys know that?
What?
For a little
How?
bit. Yeah.
How?
It was
Disrespect to what?
to
In what way?
normal life. You know.
What?
They were
Dude,
not
fuck
not
normal life.
seen as disrespect, but they seen as the people as fucking hoodlums. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I'm a hoodlum.
those ghetto ass people. You know what I mean? Like they were seen as disrespectful
Yeah.
people. But then the Beatles started. The Beatles is what got everyone.
Oh,
into
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they seen the
That's
a lot of the
really
elderly,
cool.
the older people during their era, they thought that they were very.
That is
disrespectful.
true.
And that's
It
where
is.
all the-
It is a very like the Bulkhead's very like
That's where all the
similar to
hippies
the
came
Beatles.
from. With all the long hair.
Yeah, but they
Yeah, they all
they
have-
just let it grow
Exactly. So
everywhere.
ever since then, it became a normal thing.
Yeah. And the
People just did it if they wanted
full
to.
of
Exactly.
long hair.
And then
people.
it just like started being accepted into society. Like, oh yeah, people just do what they want. No, it doesn't really actually matter.
I
You
feel
can wear
like, I feel
afro,
like that's
big
what
old-
happened.
Yeah.
That people just stopped caring.
Yeah,
most
dude.
likely.
And
feel
the
like-
internet came along.
Yeah, I
think
feel
And
like
people care even less. Like,
I just feel like people stopped caring about everybody in general. Like I'll help you if you help me.
yeah.
Nowadays it's more of like, you know,
Yeah.
if I want it, you know, then I'll help. But if I don't want it or I don't need it, I won't do it. You know, a lot of
Yeah.
people would much rather stay home than go out and help a buddy put up a fence, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of people were just like that. And I mean, it's okay, but at the same time, you know,
Yeah. You gotta sometimes
help a brother out sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I used to work right,
Speed.
and fucking. I had my coworker was a girl,
Yeah.
and she would help this customer. This customer is an older man, a pervert too. He would always come in and harass her and like, can you check something's wrong with my phone? You know, so we have to help him. You know,
What the
she would
fuck?
check and it's a dick pic.
I would kick that customer. Dude,
Oh,
no,
no,
kick
okay.
that customer out.
There was this one time when I was working in Salvation Army,
Tough.
and I was standing right there at the cash register,
Yeah.
and there was this old guy, this really old guy. You could tell he was pervy just the way he was walking around the store, just looking at girls. And
That's bad. That's bad.
It wasn't like he wasn't even trying to hide it. But I was in the register. I think I was like barely coming in for work, and he dropped something on purpose over the counter, behind the girl who was working at the time, so
Yeah.
she could bend over and pick it up, and so he could watch her. And she looked at me, and she kind of was like, "Help me out." So I went and I picked up my shirt a little bit. And I bent down. I just gave him a full. I just gave him a full shot. Picked it up. You know, I was like, I gave it to him.
Is that
I was
what
like,
you wanted to see, baby?
He just smiled at her. She was like,
Yeah.
Damn.
It was just his face was just full of disgust. He didn't even pay for anything. He did not pay for anything. He left. He left everything right there on the counter. He was just. I think he was just mad that he got caught, because the whole time he was looking at girls trying on the shirts and stuff. They throw it over their sweaters or over their shirts that they're already wearing, and he'd be standing like right there. And at Salvation Army, if you were there while I was working there, one big portion of the store was just female clothes,
Oh.
and he's all the way on that side
Yeah, like you're picking out something for your wife
changing
there,
rooms.
buddy?
Yeah, by the changing rooms. And there's no reason why you should be there if you're only there for yourself and all you
No,
got in your
he's-
cart is
It's getting a gift
his
for a
picture
friend.
frame.
It was like the one I was telling you that after that, because I didn't know that happened, and then she told me about it. Same dude came and he was like, "Oh, I want her help," and I'm like, "I'm sorry, sir."
Yeah, no.
She's busy right now. I'm the little help you.
Yeah.
I can
But I
help
want
you.
her help. I could wait.
Please.
And I was like,
Please
"Sir,"
stop.
I was like, "Unfortunately, she's gonna be busy for a while. She's not coming to the front until end of her work."
But
Okay,
you
he goes- he
don't.
goes,
But you don't. But you're not.
Alright.
But you're not a
And-
woman. And
No, he left. He left immediately. And
Really?
He never came
Really?
back after that.
You know,
you ever? Oh man, this is not a good topic. But you ever watch like To Catch a Predator?
dude, oh my god.
my God,
I used to watch that when I was
crazy.
younger.
It's
A
crazy,
lot.
man. These people just like caught on camera, just like, oh, is this the right? How I just came to, we're just hanging around and stuff. It's like, dude, like this is on television, like that's crazy, dude.
Have you seen To Catch a Predator?
Yeah. No, I was thinking of the parody episode on the Boondocks. You guys seen that one? Or he goes,
Yeah,
that's a funny
I'm here
transition.
for your booty. Are you gonna do this the easy way? Or you gonna do this the hard way?
He's just like bleeding
Oh, I
about
see you
it.
choosing the hard way.
He doesn't,
I'm a warrior.
he doesn't give a shit.
You know?
Boondocks.
Oh man.
Damn, it's a good show too.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah.
So that's what reminded me of when you guys were talking about To Catch a Predator.
Yeah, I can't do people like that in real life though.
Oh yeah, no, that's why.
Yeah.
That's probably why that show has gotten like as popular as it was, because it's just such like a
You're angry at that
morbid,
person.
like interesting thing to like look at. Like, oh, like these people are like real and like caught on camera and shit. Like,
Yeah.
and they just like investigate it and like detectives and like luring them out and like they just catch them red-handed and like they film them. It's so fucking crazy.
It's
Yeah.
I like
insane.
the ones where they run away.
Yeah.
Like,
And
there's,
every
like,
time they
lots
always
around
have
it.
police like ready.
Yes, of course. Like obviously. Yeah, no.
Oh, like have you seen those videos of those guys on YouTube?
Wait. I'm sorry.
They-
I had a question that I've been wanting to ask about To Catch a Predator.
What's up?
Were there some times where like it happened and people were like, "Oh no, you're Chris Hansen."
Oh yeah, no, they're like sometimes he asks like, "Do you know who I am?" And they're like, "Yes." I
Oh
know
my
who you are. I
god,
know who
that's
you are."
insane to me.
And it's
The
like, if you
realization
know
of-
he is,
fucked
like,
up.
what are you doing here, man?
Yeah.
Like, you're stupid. You're
oh my god, that's so
disgusting.
true. I didn't even
They're
think
like- they're
about
like,
that.
you're not only like a horrible person, but you're fucking stupid.
Yes,
Hey,
that's
Mom.
true.
Nah.
Like, come-
And you deserve to be to riot.
like you're watching a show that like they do this as like here's what we did, here's exactly how we caught the predator,
Yeah.
and then you're like, nah, I'm still gonna do it. Like, come on, they're gonna
Nah,
catch you.
it's
Idiot.
probably not them.
Nah, I really can't do that stuff, man. I can't.
Yeah,
It makes me shake, when I like, cause like I mean I've talked to people who've been already been in prison for that stuff and came out and had to like sign up on the registry and stuff like that.
Wow. Yeah.
And did they talk about like in
man.
prison, like?
Dude, they got it bad in there.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like an automatic
It's-
ass whipping.
It's different for
It's
those
not
people.
even. Sometimes they take it even farther than just whooping your ass, and it gets tough,
A
man.
lot of people get fucking murdered.
Like I'm not saying that like they didn't deserve it, but I'm not saying they did deserve
Yeah,
it.
what
No.
happens is like that's just
how prisons are not
crazy.
They
It's fucking crazy, man.
It is crazy.
The shit that happens, and I've only had to like get physical with a number of homeless people.
Like
But-
the one in Salvation Army?
Yeah,
the
dude,
one that
the one-
stabbed you.
Dude.
Oh, okay, hold on. Those are two different occasions. The first one, it was like my second or third day on the job at Salvation Army. Or no, it was probably my first day on the job. I was opening up the back alone. They just left me back there alone by myself first day. Never even taught me anything else before. They just
Really?
they just left me back there.
They didn't warn you.
And I had to figure it
Then
out.
watch how dangerous
Oh
it
yeah,
was.
so just work.
I opened the door and there's a homeless dude sleeping on the floor.
What?
Yeah, and he has like pipes out and well, not pipes,
That's
but
like his territory.
that he
What
just
the-
had his pipe out.
what
You know,
the fuck?
he foil paper on the floor next to him and everything. And he's gone. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, hey, you gotta go, man. You can't be here. And he looked at me and he just started screaming a bunch of stuff. Oh, fuck you. What? Look at me when I'm talking to you. He's
Oh my god.
He's like, never
dude.
mind, fuck you. And he starts walking away. Well, he got up and he started saying the shit, and then he started walking away. And I turned around, and that's all I did. And there was like, I think, a plastic bag with trash in it. He threw at me. Turned
What
around,
the
and I was
fuck?
like, dude, just leave. I don't want any problems. Just leave.
Fuck you.
And he rushed me. He took like 2 steps towards me, but like, he's rushing me. So those are more than 2 steps. Like four, four or 6 steps.
He's probably just out of his mind.
Yeah, man. No, he came at me pretty fast too, and I didn't get a good look at his hands or anything. It's in the morning. I'm still kind of waking up, even though it's my first day on the job. He rushed me. Within like 2 seconds, he's right in front of me, and I hit him. And he fell to the floor. He started rubbing his cheek. He got up, and he's looking at himself.
Why
like,
would you do
at
that
his
to me?
hands and his legs, and he just looks up at the sky and he looks at me, and he just like kind of like goes into his shoulders a little bit, like as if he's like Igor,
Scary.
And he just kind of like starts crying a little bit and walks away, and I'm just like, dude, like,
What just happened?
Like where does
Please,
this happen?
please
When
don't
does it
come
happen? You know? But like
You
at
can't
the-
just leave.
at Salvation Army, man, right there in Clovis. It's no joke over there, man. There's a lot of homeless
Have you ever
people.
seen the videos of like inside of a McDonald's or like a Waffle House, like, and just like people are just like causing a ruckus?
Yeah,
It's
man.
either just like people who want to like yell or people who are on something. Who
Oh,
knows?
yeah.
A combination of whatever.
One
And
of
they're just like causing a ruckus.
One of
And
my-
people love to like whip out the phones
Yeah,
and
yeah.
videotape it. It's awesome.
one of my last one of my last weeks there, before I got attacked, a homeless guy came in asking for the restroom, and at the time we couldn't let him use restrooms because it's COVID and it's a
Yeah.
small building. So he went outside, grabbed like a cup out of the trash, came back into the store, went behind all the clothes, and pissed in the cup and left it on the floor.
Oh my god.
Did you spill it? Or
No,
time
he
you
just
placed
left it. He just left it. Pissed in the cup and left it on the floor.
In this store.
Did you
Yeah.
did you know this was happening?
No, I didn't know it was happening up until
You
he
found the
wa-
piss cup.
no, up until I opened the door and he's just getting back up from putting the piss down on the floor. He
So
had
this
just
is so
placed
this
it
is
on the floor,
pre.
and I'm opening the door
Some
as
Pre
he's
piss
doing
cup.
Crazy.
This is before you found the piss cup.
it. No, this is as I'm finding it
Oh, okay. Sorry.
because he's just
getting the
up from
story
the
right.
floor.
He did the whole shake. Like,
Yeah, but the same day he walks around the building. He walks around the building into donations and he goes in the restroom. Later on,
Why do people
an
just like
hour
walk
ago.
in?
Dude, I don't know. Someone's always supposed to be back there. But
can't do that.
when somebody else had to be back there, they never could do it, and I had to sit there the whole time. But this guy walked back around, went into the restroom and donations area, was taking a shower in the sink
What?
in the restroom for the donation workers.
You mean like in front of the sink?
door wide open, mirror in back because there's no mirror in front. He's grabbing soap. He's grabbing water. He's fucking balls out, ass hanging, you know, and he's just scrubbing himself. And he's cleaning and cleaning and cleaning as fast as he can. And we're just like, dude, what the hell? Like, and he's just like,
What was-
he's all still scrubbing himself. And he's just,
my
let me
God.
just finish. And he's looking at us while doing this. And he's just rubbing his hands on his body and like trying to clean his balls and shit. And it's me and the
What?
old guy working there. And I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Just get the hell out of here, man. Why? Why would you do this? Like, in what kind of like state of mind do you have to be in to just like, you know, do that in a public area, you know, public space,
bro.
and just be okay with that?
You gotta be
That reminds
desperate.
me of a story when I worked in cricket. I used to have this homeless lady come around all the time. And she always has a cart full of things, and she always goes inside asking. Oh, she was funny. She would always come in and ask things like, "So, did my boyfriend leave my phone for me?" And she's trying to con me out of a phone all the time. It's like, or money. She goes, "I actually own a little bit of this store from Heritage, and
That's how funny.
I need to take some money
She
out."
just keeps coming back.
Yeah, she keeps coming back every
That's
time.
how funny.
And then at one time, bro, she was just talking to me. I was like, "Oh yeah, the phones are like this, blah blah blah." And she grabbed hand sanitizer, bro. Hand sanitizer. She squeezed like hella, and she started going.
You called me after that. You called me after that, dude.
And then she goes
Oh
more.
my
I'm
God.
looking at her like flabbergasted, like, you know. And she knows because she's looking at me too. She's like,
What
like, with
the
a smile on her
fuck?
face. And then she goes out and she goes, "Thank you." And I threw away the hand sanitizer.
She's like, I had a good time.
Oh my. She was just you know, being being
But
herself.
Working at places like that, though, man, they're always crazy. You
It's
know?
Fresno.
Because it's
Dude,
Fresno's
yes.
the only place
Okay.
where you could like your
Oh my
one
God.
neighbor is smoking crack and the next neighbor's like the richest person you know. You know, you could be living in poverty and living in like complete wealth. You know, Clovis is not that far away from Fresno. You know, they're literally right next to each other. They share the same streets, but at the same time, you walk to Clovis side, and it's more like, you know, they keep up with it a lot.
Yeah,
You know,
but there's
but
still
here in
shit
Fre-
happening over there.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, completely. Like, look what happened to me at Salvation. I got jumped.
Dude,
at-
okay,
at
I
night.
shit you not. Okay, so at our park, at a park that is near us, near where I
Should we
live.
say it? No.
No, I'm not gonna name the park. So a park that's near us. Sometimes there's like homeless people who just kind of hold up there.
Oh yeah.
And this one time in the middle of the night, I don't know if she was homeless. But I got a knock at the door. That kind of spoils it. But I got a knock at the door. It was at fucking nighttime, dude. And I was like, who is this? And I opened the door, and it's this woman. And yeah, she was
What?
obviously like just like wandering down the street. She was on something, and I didn't know what to do. She was just talking to me, and I was like, oh, okay. And I understood the situation. Like, this person is just like wandering down the street, and she just knocked on the door, and because she was telling me like, hey, I saw your cat, and or something, like it was a black cat, and I was like, she was saying something. Because I don't remember what she was trying to say about the cat, but she was like, I heard like it was bad luck or something, and she said something like that, and I was like,
Do you think?
Yeah, no, but I told her not to worry because like you won't get bad luck from that, and I told her something like that.
Look, you're like straight over. She's high up her mind. You look straight. She's like, did you met like the karma?
I was basically,
and
just
you were
being
like,
I was just trying to just be like, yeah,
like,
no,
no,
it's
karma does
okay,
not
it's
exist.
gonna be fine, it's gonna be okay, and it's okay, and I was just like it's gonna be okay, right?
You're not gonna die.
And she was just like looking, like trying to not look up, but she was looking up very like she was pondering. She was just, like trying to think because of what I said. She was like, what is happening? And like it was fucking insane for me. And then she just like walked off, and I was like, what the fuck?
Good day, okay,
and
bye.
I closed the door and I locked it, and I was like, fuck me, man, that was crazy. And then I went back to what I was doing.
that was amazing.
Fresno's crazy.
It was
man.
I was like,
that you know they're homeless because they fucked up.
yeah, it was
But like,
it's crazy.
but there's some people that they see they're homeless, like, and then you know that someone fucked them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I used to have this customer come in, and she was a sweet old lady.
I love, wait, hold on. I love that the topic for this podcast is mainly Salvation Army and it's just, dude, they're both shitty places to work at. Dude, they're so bad.
We weren't far from each other at all.
Yeah,
There goes
no,
that-
man.
There goes that.
I would pick you up from work sometime after work, or after my work. I would pick you up after your work.
Oh man, dude.
Or-
They're
Dude, nah. It's just crazy how much of old. Dude, no. There's this one time I closed, and there's this homeless guy. He just came around and he started banging on the door.
Oh my god.
I was like, sir, we're closed. And he goes,
Knocks one more time.
I was like,
Just
dude,
like out of like.
And the whole night I was
resistance.
closing. I was like, dude, this dude better not be outside waiting for me to get my car. You know, just be like, you should. Nah. Gotcha,
Just
bitch.
waiting for
Yeah.
He's trying to jump scare you.
You for real. But
I can't do places like that in Fresno no more, man. I can't. I just for my own mental health, like just can't do it.
like the one
That
time
would
you're
suck
picking
to-
us up from
Yeah.
from their place. We're picking them up last time, remember?
Uh-huh.
And there's this dude just like dancing. in the
Oh yeah,
corner.
man, this guy is dancing on like
No,
it's not even a corner. He's just on the side of the street and he's dancing and he's
I've
like not
seen
even
shit
listening
like
to
that,
music. He has his shirt off.
Where was this?
He's just chilling and he's like fist pumping
Like,
in the
you weren't
air
there. It
and
was
just
just me,
laughing.
Alex, and
I swear to
He's
God,
dancing.
as I started like getting like to high school area, like when I started having to take the bus more, I started to more often see just like people like, you know, who like you see them across the streets, like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna like hope they don't see me. I'm gonna avoid them. They
Avoid
look like
contact.
they're very volatile.
They-
Oh
It's
man,
weird.
I got this homeless dude who just always walks up. Well, there's two of them. One of them is kind of like sometimes he'll be hostile, but other times he'll be like the
Yeah,
nicest dude
yeah.
you know.
That's weird,
and
yeah.
there's another guy. He's a lot bigger, a lot huskier, and he has long, crazy hair. And he walks in front of the apartments sometimes, and he's like fighting ghosts, bro. Like he's out there and he's like shuffling his feet. He's
Dude,
just
wonder what he's doing? He's keeping the peace.
Dude, like,
he's letting you sleep at night. The ghosts are running rampant on the streets.
because like this guy is
And
out there
he's
and
out-
he's
he's
giving
out
it
there
his
fighting.
all. His hands are flying, his legs are moving back and forth. He's ducking shit that's
He's
not
a-
even going his way,
Bro.
Dude, this guy is like seeing shit on a whole new level. Like you know, like
No one
like,
else understands but him. He has to
like you ever
fight
see
off.
a little kid, a little boy
Like,
play
in
around,
their
and like
imagination?
he's like shooting pretend guns or like killing
Yeah.
random like
Dude,
enemies or
that
whatever.
video of
That's what that is.
Exactly.
I wish I could.
Dude,
I could be.
no, one time, bro,
I can pretend like that now.
I had gone to LA, to Inglewood for the concert, for the weekend concert.
Yeah.
And freaking, we stopped at a Stizzy store because there was a Stizzy store there, and and at the Stizzy store, at the corner of the Stizzy store, there's this guy going, Shadow Jutsu. Like, dude, like he was waving like Naruto hand signs, bro. It was so funny. He goes, he looks at us in the car. And he goes.
He's just doing it to you. He just like starts like interacting you in it. Like
This is so funny.
you're part of my shenanigans now. It's like, dude, I don't know.
I think I should say though, that I mean, yeah, a lot of these are a lot of funny circumstances, you know, just like running into it and it being like, it could be literally your highlight of your day. You know, it's the funniest thing you've seen all day. But at the same time, you know, it kind of hits you.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes it's not
with,
even funny. Sometimes it's just fucking like real life. It's like, oh man.
Like you just start to feel bad and like you start to wonder where it went wrong for them.
Yes.
And if it'll ever go wrong for you.
Yeah, it's like,
And
holy
like,
shit, man. That guy was
like
probably born just like everybody else was.
I feel like people who are in that state of mind just got to the point where they broke. They reached their limit and they just broke. And a piece of them just, it'll never come back. That's crazy. Like those people are, they're out there, man. They're out there.
They're out there. I've seen them.
They're definitely out there.
I've seen them.
They're a trip, man.
They make you think. It makes you think about life and stuff.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, for sure. Like there was this one lady when I was working at Salvation. She used to walk up to us in the back and like shake our hands and like talk to us real quick, and she'd just be like, "Okay, bye," and leave and come back and be like, "Oh, it's been like 5 years. I haven't seen you," and like we'll chop it up like as if it was 5 years to catch up. And even though we've seen her like an hour like,
in another world.
Yeah. But she was nice. She was pretty cool. She always brought us like these gift cards from Starbucks.
That's cool.
She'd go over there. She'd be like, her mind
That's
is not
nice.
straight, but she would still go, you know, get coffee every morning, walk.
That's interesting.
You know, she had a house. This was just her choice of life. You know, this is how she lived her everyday life. She lived like around the corner. Everybody knew where she was at. She always hung out. They named her by name. Everybody was nice to her, and she was nice to everybody. But people also understood she liked to, you know, smoke
oh my
something.
God.
Not everybody smokes, and she just roam around sometimes, and it's sometimes it's funny to see, and she'll joke about it too, and like let us know like, oh, I know it's kind of crazy when I'm out there on my stuff. It's not normal to see, but I like to laugh about it later on the parts that I do remember.
Wow.
Yeah. And
You should read you guys heard that.
I used to have a customer come in and he wasn't homeless. At least I don't think he was, but he had enough money to pay his phone bill, right? Every month. But I absolutely hated that he came.
yeah.
Always because he smelled like straight up piss and shit.
Oh my god.
And when he would leave the store, it would be so bad that I have to clean the carpets after he leaves, because it's like there stuck.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what sucks is like when people like, it's like sometimes not everybody can like be aware of that. It's like they're in a different state of mind where they just don't know that they fucking like have this huge aroma around them, and it stinks.
Dude, I feel like
I've been on the bus and people like that have sat next to, like in front of me, and like they fucking reek. Like no, not even joking. Like I have to breathe through my mouth, and like it's like I can't like get up and walk away. Sit in another seat.
It's sometimes that's bad though. Like you can taste it. Even.
Yeah, it's like
I was gonna say like, have you ever been like around like family members and then like the breath stinks and you're like family members or friends?
No,
all the time.
And their breath stinks and you're like, you kind of like don't say anything about it.
And I had the occasion where Lauren has his Mexican family. I have to like give like kiss cheeks to my aunts or uncles
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that. Or sometimes I don't even know the lady, and it's like my friend. And
I don't
they
know you, but
fucking-
Yeah,
here we
dude,
go.
that is weird though. I want to bring that up though. Like, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but that's always been something that's baffled me. But like, I still go along with it. When
Right.
you were a kid and you met your mom's friends or like your mom's cousins or whatever, you know, you didn't even know who they were at the time. You still go up to them, you hug them, and you say hi or whatever, just because like you just assume that they're family, even though they're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
And
And for all you
for
know,
me-
they can be whoever.
Man, there's
You don't
some
know
of them
who
that are
they are.
straight up kisses. Though.
Oh man,
no,
it was like they just pick
like
up
they
half
leave
your
like
face with it.
saliva and
Ah.
shit.
I'm not gonna lie though. Like when you meet them for the first time,
It's like a
I thought you were
handshake
talking
will
about like
suffice.
generally like just like having to see them often.
No,
No,
no.
no.
I'm talking about like people you don't know.
Oh, okay.
People who are like
I
they
can't
just come
recall something
around
like that.
sometimes.
Yeah, like people you see on a regular basis, but you don't know, or people you see for the first time and you still treat them as if
Oh,
like they
they're
have you
your
like
grandma or your
yeah.
aunt or your
I
uncle,
guess
you know?
yeah.
You're showing that kind
As a
of love.
kid, it's sometimes like I don't know you,
That's
Like, I
true.
don't wanna
Yeah.
do it.
yeah.
Exactly.
I hate that.
I
and
don't
it's
know,
like be nice to my friend.
I could
What
picture
do you do?
Jonathan though, like as a little kid being like, no, no,
yeah,
I can't. It's just I could picture him like clear as day, just
I-
telling a grown up no.
I wouldn't do that back then.
No, yeah, no, obviously, no. I'm just saying like as
because
of now.
it's a custom in Mexico.
Yeah, well,
Like
Yeah.
big custom, and I hate it because my family, some of my cousins are like, fuck, like, bro, or sis, you need a fucking shower. You need a fucking breath mint or
Oh,
something. I love them, but oh my god, like I have this specific cousin, and even my own mom jokes around, like I was like, oh, he showered. Damn, is it gonna rain soon? You know?
it's a miracle. Mountains have
Honestly,
been
it's a show
moved.
of love to be like, hey, bro, you stink, man.
Yeah, you know,
Hey,
it's
go
funny,
take a
sometimes-
shower, buddy.
Sometimes I just tell him straight. I was like, it's like, hey, bro, do you know how to shower? He goes, yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
Do it.
I was like, it's right there,
Oh,
bro.
man.
Water works fine.
I wanna go back though and talk about what happened at Salvation Army.
With the
I
guy
didn't
that
get to
stabbed
finish talking about it. The guy with the piss. You know, after
Oh,
that
yeah,
whole
yeah, yeah,
situation, we told him to leave. Not even like 30 minutes later, dude. The whole day we just couldn't catch a break. Like people were like trying to buy stuff and we had to take like furniture out and inside the store and they didn't want to buy it after all, so we had to leave it and just there was a lot of moving of furniture and a lot of problems already. Like if someone didn't want to pay for full price for something, they thought it was a discount and it wasn't, whatever. You know, just a lot of annoying little things. And then this guy with the fucking piss cup comes around and then takes a shower in the restroom basically with the
Okay,
sink.
that's fucking like at that point. I'm questioning like my job as like what
Yeah.
what
Dude,
should I have
no,
to
that
do
was
with
me.
this?
That was me. Like I
this is
just
crazy.
wanted to go home. I wanted to leave.
Yeah,
But I couldn't do that.
And
Yeah.
he called me right after that shit happened.
Dude, man, that's so gross. But
He calls me. I think I guess just got off work too, and he goes, "Bro, someone was taking a shower in the restroom." I'm like, "What?" Like, caught me off guard.
wait, what did you say?
Like he just straight up started a sentence like that. Like he goes like, "Oh, what's up, bro? Hey." Like
That's some
after
crazy
work.
shit, though.
He's like, "Bro, someone's taking a shower in the restroom." Like, damn.
no, but like 30 minutes after that happened, after that guy took off and the cops came and dealt with everything, me and my cousin are out there, and this guy with this like big ass P tatted on the side of his face.
like
like-
the letter.
Yeah, the letter, full on letter, thick as hell, just covering like maybe
crazy.
35% of his face.
Just a giant letter P.
And he comes and he looks at us and he's all, "Can I have some of this stuff?" And we looked at him and I was like, "We can't do that. We can't give you that." And he goes,
Like, bro, we'll lose our jobs.
Yeah.
No, you can't have it.
and
What?
he goes, "Okay." And he picked up 2 bags of clothes and he threw it in the car and he started looking in the bin.
Isn't
And I pulled the bin back and I looked at him and I was like, I said no. You can't go through this. If I get caught letting you do this, I can lose my job. I told him, you need to go. And he looked at me and he kind of was like, he breathed in and like, you know, he wanted to do something. And like a little part of me inside was begging for it just a little bit. Cause like at the
yeah?
time I wasn't fighting a lot anymore. And for me, that was my release back then from my anger. It felt good. But I could see the same look
He was like
that I
another
had, you
Sunday.
know, in his face, and he wanted to do something about it, and he didn't. He walked away. I clocked out, came back later on in the night. My cousin was working, held him at gunpoint, and he took like a microwave, some TVs, a couple bags. Cousin reported it. Salvation Army didn't do nothing. No security cameras, no security, no lights, no extra people in the back of donations. Very next day, I'm closing up 8 o'clock at night. A little bit later because they had me doing stuff inside that I shouldn't have been doing. But I was being helpful. I was being nice. I was like, okay, whatever, I'll do it. But I need to get back out there, close up before people start coming. Or before people start trying to like take stuff or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm finished up. It's a little bit after 8. We're supposed to be locked up. Nobody's supposed to be outside anymore. I'm rushing. I'm running bins inside and out, trying to move these heavy ass packed bins up this little hill, and I just can't do it, you know. So I push it aside and I start doing the empty ones, and I'm walking down to get like the last 4 bins to bring inside, and then someone grabs me by my head and pushes my head down. I can't see nothing. All I'm seeing is shoes, and I'm just like trying to get away. I'm just trying to get away. And it was 2 people. I know that for sure. One of them was taller than the other. I couldn't see nothing. It's dark outside, pitch black, no lights, nothing. The only thing that's lighting up the street is the moon. It's dark. It's dark as fuck, and we're in between 2 buildings, and with a bunch of bins. Well, not a bunch, like 3 or 4 bins covering us. So I'm swinging. I know I got a couple hits in, and I didn't even realize that I had got cut or stabbed or whatever, and they hit me in the back of my head. I was bleeding. I didn't know I was bleeding from my head until I got to the hospital. But when I went to the hospital, I thought I was okay. You know, I was telling everybody like, I don't feel anything. I'm good.
So you're straight up attacked?
Yeah, man, I got jumped.
Fuck.
But I fought back, and they were trying to take stuff out of my pockets. Like they were trying to get in my pockets.
Oh my god.
And I kept swinging. And I know once I got loose, I hit one in the face, and I turned around. Next one was coming. I pushed the bin to him. He fell. Turned around. This guy was trying to like kick me or something. I just went back, and I went to go throw a punch. He just went right under it and picked up his friend, and they both ran away. But if I didn't do or fight back the way I did that night, oh man, it would have been a lot worse. I just, after that whole thing happened, I left the bins right there. I sat down in the donations area, and I kind of just like contemplated like, what the fuck am I doing here, man?
Holy shit,
This is like
dude.
already like the 12th, maybe 13th interaction with homeless people or just people in general, you know?
Another
And
day in
I'm-
Fresno.
Yeah, man. And I'm just thinking like, why am I
How's it
working here?
Clovis?
You know, I could work like in an office, or I could work out of town or whatever, you know? But I was sitting there in the chair, and I was just thinking, I was looking out, and I was taking deep breaths, and started to like tear up a little bit, you know, just because I'm thinking too
Yeah.
much, you know? And my manager comes out, and she's just like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be closing up. And I was like, I can't do it no more. I'm done. I can't do it no more. She's like, stop saying that shit. Get up, do your work. Everybody does their work. Because you have a bad day, you know, it doesn't mean anything. And I stood up, and she just kind of stepped back a little bit, and she started crying. She looked at me, and she was just like, are you okay? So I was like, I don't think I'm ever okay. Like, I kind of like laughed about it. So I don't think I'm ever okay. And she looked at me, and she's just like, you're bleeding. And I was like, what? And I looked down. My vest is cut open. My sweater's cut open. My shirt's cut open.
What the fuck?
My tank top's cut open. I was wearing layers because it's cold. It's,
Yeah.
you know, January, beginning of January. You know, it's still cold. And I'm bleeding from my chest. I don't even know. I didn't see no knife. I didn't see anything. But they cut me. They cut me from like right where my ribs begin all the way to the center of my chest. And then they got my back too. They hit me. They bruised me pretty bad. I couldn't like stand up for more than 15 minutes at a time. Pick anything up that was more than 10 pounds. They kind of fucked me up that night. I just couldn't see. They held my head down. They ripped my sweater. Man, I don't know. Then cops came, whatever. They called the cops. I was saying, don't call the cops. You know, I don't want them. I don't want to deal with this shit right now. I just want to go home. Me and Lexi had just had the apartment for like a month already. I was like, I just want to go home. I want to go to sleep. And Lexi came, picked me up, And then the cops called me and they were like, hey, you have your sweater, your shirt, anything like that, so for evidence? And I was like, yeah, I can give you that. So, you know, I changed my shirt, whatever, give them, meet up at, like, because I took off before they can get my stuff. That's why they called me. And so we met up close by to where Salvation Army was, at some car dealership. Gave them my stuff, they asked me some more questions. Went to the hospital. They checked me out over there, and they looked at everything, gave me a tetanus shot, just in case.
Yeah.
And she noticed, like, this line of, like, this trail of blood coming down the back of my head.
Damn.
And she said it wasn't deep or anything. It was just a bleeder.
Yeah.
It just kept bleeding. And then man, that next morning though, oh, let me tell you, man, that next morning, it wasn't like I've been in fights before where it was pretty bad, you know, to where both of us are wobbling. We're both just trying to make the money at that moment. You know, we're throwing punches that aren't even punches. We're just you know, like it's all that energy's gone, you know, and you're swollen and bleeding already. But that next morning, just it felt like shit. It really felt like shit. Like my legs felt like I couldn't carry myself. My back, every time I stood up, it was just like this sharp pain. Instant headache when I woke up. Instant fucking headache. And it was bad, man. I ended up having to go to like physical therapy and stuff.
Wow.
Went back to work at Salvation Army after my time period was done. Workman's comp, Salvation Army, not with it. Didn't even pay me half of what I made in a day, and that's what that's what they said. Their workman's comp on paper said that I'd earn 50% of what I make in a day. I made like $120 or $150 something in a day, and they paid me like $32.
Dude, you like.
No, I tried. I tried.
Imagine like
a lawyer
having to fucking do that, and then they don't even like pay you all like everything.
No, it was really shitty. And then when I was out of work, Lexi was still working. She had the hemorrhage. She was pregnant with my daughter, and they were sending her in some donations, even though they knew that she had a doctor's note and that she couldn't be working hard or whatever because it put stress on the baby and on herself. That hemorrhage could start bleeding at any moment, and they threw her back there in donations because I was out. So I tried coming back to work so she wouldn't be back there. She quit. She took off. Lexi was just like, I'm done with this shit. They cannot treat me like this.
Yeah.
Not right now. I'm not gonna risk the baby's life. And then the baby's and her life. And then once I started working there, I gave him my restrictions. The doctor said, can't be standing up more than 15 minutes at a time. Don't lift anything up that's more than 10 pounds. No twisting, no turning, no squatting. No. If you're gonna sit down, you have to have a back brace with you at all times. If you're gonna be laying down, you have to be laying down in a certain position. You know, they gave me a bunch of stuff. They told me I can't sweep, I can't mop, I can't pick my hands up over my head, I can't look up.
Why do you even go to work?
I didn't want Lexi to be working with the hemorrhage.
Really?
Yeah, but when I decided to go back to work, she quit.
You just had to.
Yeah, so I stayed there, and we needed money. So I still stayed there, and I was just like, I can't do this. 2 days went by, I was just like, nope, I can't do it. First day, I was like, I gotta go to the hospital. I'm in too much pain.
That's insane.
Go to the hospital, come back, they send me with an even longer list of restrictions. And at this point, I'm not even bullshitting, dude. Like, I'm walking, and I'm getting lightheaded. I fell into the clothes a couple times, and they still had me working. They had me at the register, standing up all day long. Tried giving me the chair, people just kept taking my chair away. I stayed right there, I'd look at the numbers, everything just kept getting fuzzy, and they're just telling me, take your time, you know? There's not much we can do for you, just take your time. And I was like, alright, whatever. Do it, whatever, get it done. And
nobody was like, hey, you should probably go home.
No, yeah, a lot of people. But I just decided, you know, I need to keep working, I need the money. I can't just leave, because workman's comp won't pay the bills.
Shit.
It won't pay nothing. It really didn't add up to nothing. But a couple days go by. I think like I was only there for like 4 or 5 days in total after I decided to go back to work. And then I was just like, I can't do it. And I went to go put in my 2 weeks notice. And then my manager at the time, she was just like, so you're quitting? I was like, yeah. And she was alright. She called the regional manager. She's a bitch, man.
Alright.
But she calls and tells her, hey, I have this employee, says my name, Alex Noriega, whatever. He's putting in his 2 weeks, and she told her, just let him go today. So they let me go that same day. They didn't even let me do 2 weeks.
Wow.
It wasn't even my choice at that moment. She said, just let him go. And then there was kind of a talk of me coming back within like a day or two after that. And I came back to come pick up my last check and have that discussion with them. Well, pick up my check for that week and have my discussion with them. And I walked in and she was telling the main store manager, like, we can't keep paying him for staying home. If he wants to quit, he can quit. Let him leave. We don't need him. And I left. Fucking everything went to shit. Because
I remember they called you back, right?
Yeah, man. They tried getting me back, but they tried getting me back for part time and other shit, like like less pay or something. And I wasn't gonna do that, you know. Wow. I made everything. I made everything easier. In donations, I always kept it clean. My work area was spotless, man. I swept whenever I wasn't doing anything. You know, I couldn't mop, but I wiped down doors and cleaned the restroom, threw the trashes. You know, I was cleaning, I was separating shit. I was doing the absolute best job. I was there for 3 months. My cousin was there for like a year. The other guy, he was there for like 2 years at the time when I started. I got full time before they even ever got asked, and I got the job, and I did it right, and I was good at it. And when people were out, they called me in. Because I was just good at it. I picked it up real quick. And within 6 months, I was doing better than most people were. But I could leave. They didn't need me, right?
Yeah.
It was a fucked up situation. And after that, I couldn't find work for like 3-4 months. And we were struggling, man. We couldn't get money for nothing. It was crazy. It was a hard time. But we got through it. And Salvation Army's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
You could,
fuck that place.
As far as I care, like,
so you gonna work there again?
Fuck no, man. There was some talks of like me and Lexi, or at least Lexi, trying to go back, because she was really good at the job. No one was better than her. She knew everything.
Wow.
She was trying to go back, and then that same manager that said I could leave, that they didn't need me, as soon as they found out that she was trying to go back to work there, they were like, nope, we can transfer the people from the other stores.
Really?
Yeah, other stores that needed their people, she said, we'll transfer them to the store that's overemployed. Did us dirty again.
Wow.
So,
Salvation Army, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. He also did me dirty too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
That was hella dirty too,
Dude,
man.
I was one of their best workers. Like, I would always sell like a good amount of phones, and I'll get commission of it, and they would rely on me because there's like goals in the end of the month, so the store wants us to see that. And because of me, I would be able to help them do it.
Yeah.
And I moved from Fresno to Sanger, and I couldn't make the trips over there no more. It was too much gas, and I had a BMW, and that shit's expensive because I could only pay a premium, and that's when gas was barely getting expensive.
Wow.
It was pretty rising.
It got pretty up there.
So
Oh hell yeah, man. I used to put 20 in to fill up the tank. Now I have to put 40, 50 even.
Yep.
Oh man.
It was at a point where it was higher than the minimum wage.
Oh hell yeah.
Yep. And because of that whole thing, I asked if I can transfer to Sanger, and they're like, yeah, sure. Like, that's it. That's all they told me. Yeah, sure. Would this week be good with you to already move? I was like, oh yeah, that'd be perfect. So literally, I had a whole week off because I couldn't go to that one, and they finally set me up to the one Sanger. And the first schedule, I wanted to work 2 days, and I thought it was normal because I was only working Saturday and Sunday, and that's the week that shows. So I was like, oh, the next schedule should look more full. Nope, only 2 weeks out of the whole 2 days. 2 days out of the whole week. And I contacted my district manager. I was like, hey, I'm only getting like these low hours. I was like, I need more. I can't be working just 2 days. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry, it's based on performance. And I was like, yeah, I know, and I know I'm one of you guys' best ones. And I was like, I'm not stupid. And she goes, oh, I don't know what to tell you. It's not my job. I was like, you're the district manager. You control the manager.
Yeah.
So I talked to the manager. She goes, oh wait, she didn't tell you that you took a position that only, like, you took someone's position, and that position only go on to work 2 days out of the whole week.
It's
They didn't tell me that I was gonna replace someone that could only work 2 days of the week.
What?
And yeah,
What the
Didn't
hell?
tell
they didn't tell me anything. And I was like, well, fuck, I can't work anymore. So I like immediately quit. I was like, sorry, bye.
Come out.
But yeah, because I needed to pay rent and
Hey,
rent was
man.
close soon.
It's so stupid to get paid so little to do so much.
Yeah.
You know, you do so much. You do all this time for what? For like 2 days off?
Yeah.
So for what? At the end of the year, you know, you work a whole year, not miss a day, and all you get is a week of vacation?
No, you're right.
That's completely stupid to me, you know. And I've always been baffled by the idea of, you know, following the line. You know, just like, you know, any other person I'd meet on the street, they'd be like, oh yeah, I work at AutoZone, or like, oh yeah, I work at this place and that place. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
You know, and it's not even me just being picky at this point, because like right now I'll take any job that's handed that I can get.
Yeah.
But to an extent, you know, I got bills to pay, and if I'm not making that much, I won't accept it. I need to make this amount, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I need to make this amount, and all these other, it's just, I think I'll do it because I need to do it. But most of these people, they're just like, oh well, I just needed a job. I needed to grow up. You know, I needed to do something with myself. And you know, that's why I started this podcast, you know, because like I wanted us to be able to be our own people. I wanted us to, you know, work around our own schedule. I wanted us to make money the way we want to make money, you know, and not sitting behind a desk or working your body till it breaks, you know, or being treated the way me and Andrew were treated at Salvation Army, and you know, places like that. It's just not cool. It's not a good work environment, and I can't say that I've had. I just
Don't make any more noises, bro.
Stop being loud, bro.
I just can't. I can't accept that in order to be okay in life, I have to follow a set of rules and, you know, a set schedule of I gotta be here at this time and leave at this time, and I get this day off and maybe this day off, and if they really need me, they will call me on my day off and bring me into work. You know, I don't like that. I sound like I don't like following rules, but that's not the case.
No, they're not reasonable. They're not reasonable rules.
They're not for us, you know. They're rules that have been put into place for people to fall in line and do what they're told, you know. And I just can't find equal or solid ground to accept it.
I was gonna tell you, this has to do with this kind of like 5-day work week or whatever, and the way that your hours are scheduled. This all came from like factories, and like this is meant for factories.
It's
That's crazy.
That's a history lesson.
I don't agree with any of it. I can't see a good place unless it's like a family owned business with people that you can actually connect with,
Trust,
rather than a
please.
corporation that you know, it's okay, it's this or it's that.
Yeah.
You're either gonna do what I tell you or you're not gonna do it. And whatever you have that might be a good idea to put in play and you bring it up, sorry, we're too big to hear your small problem.
Yeah.
Or your small solution.
It's just a number.
You know? You don't matter to us. You could be gone tomorrow and we'll still be working fine because you're just one person.
That's what I like about my job right now, because it's family owned.
Yeah.
And they give me I'm responsible for all the frozen stuff, and they give me all the power and jurisdiction to like move stuff around.
Dude, that's
nice.
great. No, that's perfect.
As long as I know where everything's at, and they're not actually like, you're not stupid enough to put like veggies and berries in like one place, you know what I mean, or
like giving your
ice cream and,
employee
like, the meats or some
the
shit.
freedom to like
And if
manage your own
they prove
job.
that they can do a good job, like let them.
If you're like given room to
Like,
breathe, and
obviously,
you like do a better
there's
job.
rules to apply too, but like, you know,
See,
they give you freedom.
Like doing this, talking to you guys, being here, I like that because it's on
our own.
it's something that I look forward to. It's something that I want to build. It's something that I enjoy doing, you know, instead of, you know, waking up 6 o'clock in the morning to drive to like someplace past Atwater or whatever, you know, to work on solar panels in the morning. That shit was insane. You know, sometimes you get sleepy on the wheel. You're not getting enough sleep. And you know, when I started working this job, the baby was born. So I'm literally getting no sleep at all.
Wow.
And I'm driving to this job, this work site, you know, and I'm working all day long in the sun. This is July. This is like June, July. It's peak heat. Your face is melting when you look at the color white outside.
Holy shit.
It's hot as fuck. And imagine being around solar panels. Man, it's crazy. And you're walking on a roof all day long. Your feet are hurting. If it's not a roof, you're on the ground walking on rocks, pebbles, through your shoes, through your boots, you know. And it starts to build up, and it hurts. It just sucks,
Damn,
man.
I
I don't like that. I like here, being, you know, in the comfort of my own home where we record. You know, I like this. I like just the environment that we're in. You know, this is fine. I can do this. It's not a strain. It's not stress. You know, it's the highlight of my week almost. You know, I like doing other things too, but it's one of the things I look forward to every week, and I want to see it grow. This is like a seed that I've planted, and I want, you know, all of us to take care of it, and I want it to be something greater.
Guys, anybody listening, share to your friends.
You can catch us at...
Spread the word.
Subscribe. Press the like button.
Press
Just kidding.
Press the like, press the bell, the little bell that notifies
Ding,
things.
ding, ding.
Yeah.
Ring, ding, ding, ding.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Or else.
Well,
And goodbye.
I was gonna say, I like